I ask myself this question every day when I turn on the news. What kind of world we live in? All the sad stories of shooting that happen sometimes just hours apart. It makes you wonder, why is it so easy to pull the trigger but so hard for people in today's society to get a decent job? It makes you wonder, do they even care about, when they take a life, what it does to that person's family? Now someone's mother and father, brother or sister is heartbroken. Better yet, do they take one moment to think about how that life or death situation is going to make their very own family feel? Or how about now that they pulled that trigger, that they just destroyed their own life because they killed someone and now faces time in prison when they could have been making a career out of their life. Gun violence often leads to death of a beloved family member and friends, co-workers, neighbors. When someone you care about dies suddenly as a result of a shooting, survivors are always left with the pain and sorrow of grief. Everyone will experience grief at some point in their life. It happens to all of us. Grieving is not an event in itself, but a process that lasts a lifetime. It happened to me September 30th when I lost my son to gun violence. It was the most horrifying news to receive. It's even harder to process, to have to deal with the process of mourning. To lose your child so violently is just wrong. I often questioned God at that time. Why my child? I prayed. I asked you to cover him. Why didn't you cover my child? Today, we live in a world that I feel is like a war zone. Gun violence is growing so rapidly throughout the United States. Time and time again, families nationwide are heartbroken by the loss of a loved one due to gun violence. This needs to stop. Part of our healing must be the conviction that we do everything in our power to keep tragedies like this from happening. In the nations that we continue to face, a pandemic of gun violence is not the only high-profile mass shootings that we must work to prevent, but also the day-by-day guns that claims more than 30,000 lives every year. This is too much, and we need to put an end to this. Gun violence has to stop. Just simply walk away. Simply put your guns down. There's no need to put the guns down. Think about the situation that's in hand. Think about it before you just take someone's life. Think about how you're hurting someone's mother, how you're hurting someone's sibling, how you're hurting somebody's father, grandmother, somebody's entire family. They have to deal with this for the rest of their life, and you will also have to deal with the consequences that's behind it for the rest of yours. Think about what you're doing to your own mother. Think about what you're doing to your own father. Think about what you're doing to your loved ones when they cannot see or talk to you or touch you anymore because you're behind bars. That's exactly what you just did to this man or woman's family when you decided to play God, when you decided that it was time to take their life. No one deserves to die in the hands of someone else's. They certainly did not give you permission to take their life, and gun violence has to end today. Please, world, let's get it together.